Hi and welcome to Hygge and Homeschool. My name is Maya and today I'm going to be sharing our picks for my daughter's 4th grade, which is 2025-2026, and what we're going to be doing in that grade and that school year, what we're going to be using, and yeah, let's start. So I'm gonna start with our language arts, and there she has some daily workbooks, and I'm just gonna hold them up. We had this one for 3rd grade and we really love this one, so we're definitely gonna be using this one again. I got her the 4th grade one. Another one we really loved was this one, the Spell and Write from Evan Moore. And she just finished up the 3rd grade one, so that's also going to be a daily workbook for her in language arts. And then we have this one, also Evan Moore, Language Arts Fundamentals, which we also love, and she's just finished up the 3rd grade too. And then we have some extra. I have this one for a little more grammar training, and then I expect her to finish this rather quickly. She is really fast, and sometimes it takes more than one a day. So I got a couple of extra reading ones because I like her to do some reading and comprehension every day, even if we don't get to it in our unit studies. So I got these two in Evan Moore. Yeah, both of them are Evan Moore. A skill sharpener, and then a little more, in-depth one. Just to have some extra in hand. I don't know if we are gonna finish these or if we're even gonna start them. But if nothing else, I'm thinking this one I can also use to see, to get it, a perspective of what a 4th grader is supposed to read, and some awesome comprehension questions. So that's the language arts reading. And then besides that, we're going to read a ton of read-alouds. She's going to read some books, and we do our main reading in the unit studies. And there she also do the narration, the copywork, and actual, writing longer pieces for her writing. For her handwriting, this year I just got her this one. We're practicing cursive, and I just got, I don't know that much about it, but I just got a scholastic cursive book. And then for a little extra writing, I got this one. And this one, let me see if you can see it, and this one. So it's just picks from Amazon and Book Outlet and what was on sale, so we have a little bit extra on the shelves, but it's only the first things that she'll be doing every day. Yes, that was the language arts. Then for our math, here in 3rd grade, I want to say not mid-year, but a little after the middle, in February, we changed from Beast Academy till Math with Confidence 3rd grade, and she's finishing that up. And it works so well. She loved the Math with Confidence, so I got, I haven't even unwrapped it yet, the 4th grade curriculum for her. So we're just gonna start with this after the summer holiday. We switched from Beast Academy, which I still love. It is an awesome curriculum. It just didn't work as great for us because I had a hard time if she had trouble with something, jumping in and explaining it. I like the online version more than the paper version, and we used like a combination of both. But we're gonna continue the online version because there's videos, but it's gonna be as like a side thing that you can do a lesson here and there and watch the videos and play a little bit in the lab. So I don't expect her to go from start to finish. It's just like a fun little add-on for our math. So this is going to be our core curriculum in math. So now for science. Last year I did all our science through unit studies. I supplemented with Beast Academy's level 3, I think it was called, science. I really like that. So if you want a standalone curriculum for 3rd grade, that could be a good option. We just love to deep dive even more, and I kind of like to put the science around the unit studies so we can do our own thing and we can explore more. This year I got this little add-on, again even more. I feel like half my, even more, like 80% of my curriculum picks are from Evan Moore. I don't see this as our curriculum, but I like it as like a little add-on, and we can check up on it and we can do some of the experiments from here. And then I'm just gonna create unit studies, and some of them are very science heavy, some of them are more art, some of them are history, that I'm gonna sprinkle throughout the year, so we're gonna get our science covered that way. I might do a little more in depth about the science while I am all finished. I have like my little note here with all the arts and science and what I've planned in the different months. But it's still like a little bit of an ongoing process. So the science curriculum is something that I design along the way. And then for our history curriculum, we are still in the early times in History Quest, where I use this one as a spine. And I also, I got the wrong guidebook, but we have the guide. This is for the United States, which we haven't gotten till yet. So this is the early times we use, and a guidebook from that one I use as inspiration. We actually don't follow that at all. I just like to have like a core spine to go with. And then I love this one. I feel this has become like a really great spine too. I feel like we might even use this more than this year. This year I hope to get through ancient Egypt and Babylonians, Persia, all the ancient stuff, all the way up till Greece, and then have a whole month about ancient Greece. So that's our history for 4th grade. And then for the rest, I have health and PE and stuff. I'm just going to share making these little daily cards. I also have a toddler. So it's these are the finished ones. These are just like sketches I've made out. So that we'd have an art day and we have a baking day. And on the baking day, we're also going to be cooking and talking a little bit about health and healthy living. So in that way we cover health. And PE, we move every day, we do yoga together. This year Matilda have a ton of dance classes. She's just tried something called aerial silks, which I feel is so good for her motor control and core strength. So I think we're going to continue the aerial silk and maybe cut a little bit down on the dance, and try some other things. There's a really awesome jiu-jitsu studio I've heard from so many people have been raving about it, that we might try out. So the PE, we are going to do something at home, but a lot of it she gets through classes and with us just playing outside, trying different sports, and then the body part, learning about the body and the circular system and living healthy is part of health and PE. We have a whole body unit study coming up in January, I think I put it in, where we're gonna be covering all that. And then we don't have a health curriculum anymore. We had what were they called? Oak Meadows, from kindergarten to 3rd, but now we're going into 4th grade. And I looked out there and I haven't found like a great health curriculum. So I'm just gonna be making my own and putting it into different unit studies. So just as I was filming, I got a delivery with some of the last parts of our curriculum, which is perfect timing. I found this series. I think we are lacking a little bit in civics and American history and American traditions. So this is a series of 5 books. I can see there's only 4 here. I think I ordered 5 books. And now I just got 2 of them. The others are in the mails still. So I might do a separate video, a flip through of these when I get the last ones. I haven't had a chance to try them out and look at them, but I feel like we need something more centered in the US now that we're living in the US. So this is going to be our civics study throughout 4th grade, these 5 books. And then of course I'm going to add more books on, but I need a chance to look through them and figure out how much I need to add myself. And then in the package that just came, we got this, I don't even know what they call it in English, but like this human figurine that you can use in art classes. So now I might as well talk a little bit about our art. How I put it together this year is that I have chosen 12 artists. So we have 1 each month, and I try to make their art either be a part of the holiday that's in that month. Let me think here. In the spring in Denmark, we have a tradition about cutting these little letters we send out. So I picked the Danish author Hans Christian Andersen because he is actually also very famous for doing these cutouts. And then let me think what month. In January, when we have the unit study about the body, we're looking at the Ga, I hope I pronounce him right, and his ballet dances and how they move their body, and we're going to be using this one. And I think in August we're also going to have some artists and some body study. We have ancient Egypt, and then we're going to look at their art and how they put, the profile artwork and writing, and then I need to find an artist who is also looking at the body. I haven't quite decided who it's going to be, but they were going to use this and look at more modern 3D perspective of the body, maybe sculpt our own bodies. But I think I'm going to be doing a separate video about our art curriculum because I'm in the process of making it ourselves. But I am trying to have our unit study, and then it's just going to be once a month we really dive into the artist and then sprinkle it out through the rest of the month. But that's going to be our art curriculum, just something I put together myself, and I'm so excited about it. I love art. And then lastly, I'm just going to show a few more resources that I've gotten. This one we've used over the years, and still going to use it in 4th grade. I don't know who have made this over the moon timetables, and my daughter really liked this. And then we have these geography resources that I just brought in. We have the 50 states, we have the book, and here's the activity book. And we also have the, let me see, it's behind here, the world maps. So it's not something that we're gonna, do the whole thing from one end to the other. It's just something that I sprinkle in here and there. I made this book for my daughter. Let me find, where she does a copywork every day, and I try to write like uplifting and sweet little things that she can copywork every day. And then she's into dinosaurs. So I got her this little dinosaur joke activity book that I just thought could be fun for her. And then I found this one used, and I know it's first grade or kindergarten, I don't know even. But for me to get an overview that we're covering every aspect of writing, I think this one is good. Then to get better handwriting, we're still working on this one. She's turning 10 this year. And I think we are gonna finish this one this year. It's just a fun little side project to sprinkle in. And then we're gonna have poetry tea times or unit studies. She has a pen pal, which again is not school. It's supposed to be more, fun. I mean, school can also be fun, but it's not like something you have to do, where we have the daily work that you have to do. And I'm trying to think what else we're gonna do. It's mostly like the unit studies, the holidays. So that was what I have for curriculum so far. I'm still planning out unit studies, and I'm gonna try and see how I'm gonna do our civics studies, and maybe make a video about that. But let me know in the comments if there's anything you want me to do a flip through of, or go into deeper how we do it. I'd love to do that. And I can't wait to see all the other videos and read the blog post and hear about what you're gonna do for your 3rd grader, 4th grader, 5th grader. I love to see other videos and read about it. So please share in the comment if you have a link to, if you're sharing something about your curriculum picks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.